for our last story of the day, this is going to be a long one and something that maybe most of you are already familiar of. This regarding the Tuas checkpoint accident involving the Surtees auxiliary police officer. The victim, Ng Ishu, 30-year-old Surtees auxiliary police officer who was injured in March 2023. He was engaged, set to collect keys to a BTO flat in Boon Lay with his girlfriend of over 5 years. However, he is now left in a vegetative state, permanently disabled, bedbound, non-communicative, and tube-fed and requires lifelong care. He suffered traumatic brain injury, bleeding in the brain, multiple facial fractures, underwent 12 surgeries from March to June 2023. Medical costs has costed over 455,000 Singapore dollars as of January 3rd, 2025, and Surtees covered over 400,000 Singapore dollars of it, with 10,500 Singapore dollars out of pocket and 5,000 Singapore dollars from his MediSave. His girlfriend continued visiting a year post-accident, but the victim's brother Alex advised her to move on, which is a difficult decision, but considering that now the victim has to be in a vegetative state for the rest of his life. The accident happened on March 24, 2023 at 12:46 am at the Tuas checkpoint, where the perpetrator, Mr. Yong, 44 Singaporean, was drunk and speeding. Mr. Yong drank from 5 p.m. on March 23, 2023, then drove from town towards Yishun. He sped at 134 km per hour on AYE at 12:36 am, then 100 to 119 km per hour at Tuas checkpoint. He then lost control of his Lexus on a bend, hit safety bumps, and mounted a divider and struck the victim Ishu, who was behind a bollard. Ishu was flung and landed face first, and the bollard gantry and barrier and traffic light were all uprooted. Mr. Yong has been sentenced on March 17, 2025 now to 3 years and 6 months in prison, 10 years driving ban post-release. The prosecution statements mention that Yong's action left the victim Ishu with no quality of life, unable to walk, talk, work, or self-care. And Mr. Yong has never contacted the family to apologize as per the victim's brother Alex Ng. Surtees have continued to provide support to the victim Ishu, kept Ishu on payroll and covered most of the medical bills, 400,000, and provided financial legal aid to the family. Really heartbreaking to cover this story.